Hello, chess family. It's me, National Master Jesse James. It's time for another installment for How to Play the Accelerated Dragon. Alright, this time we're going to be looking at common bad moves that white will play against you. And when, well, we get to play our d5 move with the utmost strength. Here we go. We go ahead and start off with e4, c5, knight f3, knight c6, d4, c takes, knight takes, g6, knight c3, bishop g7, bishop e3, knight f6, and here white goes ahead and plays pawn to f3. Again, this is not a losing move, but it definitely does not help out to play this because in these variations, whenever you're playing this, you cannot play the Yugoslav attack. And a lot of times when you play f3, this is just kind of a defensive move. So when I do see people play this from the white perspective, I'm very happy from playing with black because most of the time I'm going to be able to get pawn to d5 in. So they go ahead and play castles here. Queen to d2. Again, not the best move here because it allows, what do we play? Pawn to d5, of course. Remember, d5 is what you're supposed to play in these games. You can get this with one go, you're winning, if not better. And here, after e takes on d5, well, again, this is not really the best way I'd recommend. Here, I would definitely be looking at playing something like knight takes, and then pawn e5 here from white's perspective. And this is the common bad move that happens here. They make the trade on d5. Well, what else can you do? You just take back. This is great because it opens up your bishop. And then they make another mistake. They take on c6. You say, okay, well, I appreciate it. Pawn takes. And then believe it or not, they take again. It's amazing how many people, 800 below, play this line. And after pawn takes here, these are just common bad moves. Here you just get two pawns in the center. And that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be pushing this advantage. Not only do you have the pawn's advantage in the center, but you even have the queen side advantage because you have the open files here to attack. Here, white went ahead and played pawn c3. But the king is still in the center. So what do you do here? Black to move. What is black's best strategy? Remember, I do encourage you to push pause. Try to figure out the best plan. All right, hopefully you did that. What's the best idea here? Very simple. The king is in the center. We need to attack him. And where's our good advantages at? Well, we have a strong center. And we have counterplay on the queen side because of the open files. First things first. Here we go. Attack the king, open up lines, look for pawn trades so we can get open files and diagonals to attack. e5, developing with the threat. Here, e5 allows pawn d4, trying to open up lines here. All right, white was trying to castle as soon as possible. Bishop e2 got played. Your turn. What do you do here? Again, push forward. Pawn d4 exclam. And here, black just gets very, very lucky that white plays so bad here. And white plays c takes d4. Terrible move here. Again, this was exactly what black wants. They want the open file to attack. Something better, but I won't say much better, was to play something like rook to d1. And you're still going to have a tough position. Of course, pawn cannot take, as well queen just takes, winning a piece here. So what happens at this point? Black can try to jump out the way. We'll just go ahead and say, well, you know what? Let's just play something like bishop f5 here or something. And after c takes, then the bishop can take on d4 or maybe even just run back to f2. Either way here, white is holding very, very slightly, but they are holding this position. With that being said, white played the terrible move of c takes d4, and now black takes it. E takes d4. Rook to d1 now. Now it's not the same story. Develop with a threat here. What do you do? Here, again, we cannot take right away because of the pin, but here we can play rook to e8 exclam. Okay, is there something wrong with taking the pawn on d4? Well, yes, there is. Of course, if bishop takes d4, develop with a threat. Here, the idea is not only to attack the bishop on d4. If you're looking for variations like that, these do not work too well. The idea is to attack the pin piece. Where's the pin piece at? The e2 bishop. So what do you play here? Simple chess. Bishop a6, threatening rook takes on e2 check. Here, white tried bishop takes g7, and now it's black to move and win. What do you play? Hopefully you can find this nice win here. All right, if you're calculating the rook e2 variations, unfortunately you got this one wrong. White's very happy. Queen takes on e2, and now my rook is attacking your queen. And if bishop takes on e2, rook takes in check. Rook takes, and here just king takes on e2, king takes, and white's up an extra pawn here, and well, they have decent prospects of winning. So what was the winning move here? Well, when your queen is being attacked, well, you can just move it away. Check. And after pawn g3 gets played, queen h3, and unfortunately for white, rook takes e2 is still being threaded, and queen h3 is stopping the king from castling. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Remember, the very common bad moves here for white is when they start trading here. This is actually good when they play knight takes d5, or when they start off with e takes d5, knight takes, pawn takes, knight takes, pawn takes, and now you just have two beautiful pawns in the center. Push these pawns, try to get them if they're still in the center, the king, and of course, you can get your rook over to the queen side for counterplay. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next one.